My name is Sara and I'm from Port Moody, British Columbia. I'm working on a project called the Pype project, and there's 3 components to it that will be installed in 3 different locations. And I was really interested in continuing a project that I'd been working on that I showed in Toronto. And it was a configuration of a nonsensical pipe system, and I really wanted to take that further, and so that was the proposal that I made, to see how these pipe sculptures could fit into an urban context, and to see how they might function. This is the first time that I've ever had something completely fabricated without me having any type of input into it. Because I live in British Columbia, I had a friend in Toronto fabricate the pipes, structures, and so there was a lot of just sort of back and forth. I did all my drawings on a program called SketchUp and gave him all the drawings, and then he converted them into the actual pipe structures. And then the pipe structures here got painted by an auto body shop. So it's been a very different experience for me, because I've always been a little bit more hands-on, and just to arrive, today was the first day that I saw everything completed. So it's a nice feeling knowing I haven't got my hands dirty, but it's been good as well. So I'm just figuring out, because each sculpture is made of about 7 to 10 different components. So I'm just trying to figure out, everything has been labeled, and some of them still needs a little bit of installation, gluing together. So I'm just doing that. Some pipes need to be cut, and then we're just really getting ready for the first install of the first sculpture tonight. That's always something I've been interested in, is these ideas of infrastructure that is used for some type of flow. The pipes, to me, are just something I've always been interested in. Pipes, I think that pipe is a type of a system that really will never become obsolete. Even with today's technology, we always need some type of a flow kind of pipe system. But the thing that's really interesting about pipes, or for me, the piping, is that even if it becomes obsolete in some paths, is that instead of removing it, usually everyone just kind of keeps building on top of it, and so it keeps growing the infrastructure, because they're afraid of what if they cut off something completely, then they might not know, like they might have done something else. There's a movie that has really influenced me as well in this, just this idea of thinking of kind of obsolescence, and this idea of infrastructure was Brazil. And Brazil, if you're familiar with it, the movie, there's a lot of failed sort of modernism that's being kind of full front. And one of the things that's really reoccurring is the fact in all these buildings and really expensive restaurants or like apartment buildings, doesn't matter, there's just these pipes that run everywhere. And there was no really thought to maybe the physical traversing of individuals. The pipes sort of took precedence, and wherever was the most important direct route, that's the way that the pipe took. And I thought that was really interesting, that we hide all of our piping system, but the fact is that this infrastructure becomes this kind of chaotic labyrinth but it makes you really aware of the different types of flows of a city where we have really no idea what's happening underneath the ground.